Welcome to an overview of the operation of the Indianola Noon Lions Club concession stand at the National Balloon Classic. This event is held annually at the end of July and the first part of August for a 9-day period. This information is designed to inform Lions new to our club of the duties associated with the various jobs needed to operate the stand. A sign-up genius is sent to the membership several weeks in advance of the event. Hopefully, through this presentation, you'll have a better idea of each job and can make an informed decision where to sign up. It takes a lot of help to run the stand effectively for the 9 days, so let's get started. The typical menu includes a ribeye sandwich, hamburger and cheeseburger, chicken tenders, scurry taters, pulled pork sandwiches, and drinks offering a choice of water, Coke, Diet Coke, and Sprite. Coca-Cola has an exclusive agreement with the National Balloon Classic to only have Coke products on the field. As such, all drink products must come from Hy-Vee, also a major sponsor of the event. The remainder of our menu items come from Fairway or other sources. The Indianola Noon Lions Club is fortunate to own concession equipment consisting of a concession trailer, equipment trailer, mobile grill, 2 freezers, 3 refrigerators, 4 canopies, 2 ribbon cutter potato machines, and numerous tables and miscellaneous kitchen equipment. In this presentation, we will discuss what happens inside and outside the concession trailer, a brief discussion on the fryers, grill, and how many scurry taters are made. We'll also discuss the site layout and a little about applications, permits, licenses, and other general information. This is the typical view of the serving side of the concession trailer with 2 serving windows, area for menu signs, and condiment tables. We are also proud to display the U.S. and Iowa flags with our club name. We are proud to be the only ones who display the colors of all the concessionaires at the balloon field. We are also the only nonprofit organization on the field. iPads are used to track orders. We accept cash, debit, and credit cards for payment using SquarePay. It's a great system as we can get daily reports of grocery usage and is a benefit for forecasting food orders. Beverages are positioned at the front of the trailer. Customers pay for the drinks in the serving window and are given a ticket redeemable for their beverage. There is a wash station to the right of the picture meeting Department of Health guidelines. One container is soap water, the next one bleach water, and the third clean rinse water. The front window on the trailer is perfect for communicating with the Lions doing the cooking behind the trailer. It also provides some ventilation on hot days. The serving windows are a perfect height to communicate with the customer and deliver their food. There are many times, depending on the size of the crowd, where we have a line of people waiting for food. We can usually keep up with the demand, but it can be a challenge depending on the size of the crowd. We have several years of historical data to help with judging the quantities of food needed for each day. We are situated in the middle of the action. This is a view from the serving window. This is a view from the back of the trailer with the serving windows on the right and the sandwich assembly area on the left. There is a pass-through window to receive cooked food from the grill and fryers. There are 2 refrigerators in the trailer to store food to be cooked. Note the iPad on the counter used for taking orders and collecting funds via credit or debit cards. Busy times in the trailer. We get help from 3 groups from the Indianola High School: the band, the art club, and the trap club. The students are a whiz at running the iPads. Lions getting reports from the iPad to determine the sales quantity and so forth. This is a view from the back of our cooking area. The equipment trailer is on the right, which has a very large propane tank mounted on the tongue of the trailer. It feeds the fryers. The equipment trailer contains 2 freezers, 1 chest type, and 1 upright. Most equipment is stored in the trailer. There are 4 canopies strategically placed to keep the sun off the workers. They are placed to allow heat from the fryers and grill to escape without damaging them. In the center of the picture is the electrical hookup for our use and adjacent vendors. We use a considerable amount of electricity during the week with power needed for warmers, crock pots, and lights. There are 2 fryer stations, each with the capability of cooking 4 baskets of food, either taters or chicken, at one time. There are tables positioned behind and adjacent to the fryers used for food assembly, putting the cooked product into boats ready for serving. The runner takes the food to the pass-through window on the side of the trailer. Ideally, there are 2 workers at each station, one doing the frying and the other assembling the food items. The tables are wrapped with plastic to make it for easy cleanup at the end of the day. Oil from the cooking baskets gets spilled on the tables and can be quite messy. This view shows the potato station and the side of the equipment trailer. There is a refrigerator on the outside of the trailer to keep extra ice for the beverages and water for the workers. There are 2 freezers on the inside of the equipment trailer as mentioned before. The freezers store the frozen chicken strips or any other frozen food items. In the foreground is a water source. We connect a hose to use for cleaning cooking utensils and so forth. A waste oil container is provided by the National Balloon Classic to use for dumping waste oil from the fryers as needed. Depending on the amount of cooking, the fryers will need the oil changed out 2 to 3 times during the 9-day event. The oil used is clear soybean oil. This picture shows one fryer in operation with 2 baskets down cooking product and the other side ready to go. Note the boards under the fryers used to level the units, as the ground at the balloon field is very uneven. The fryers must be level so they work properly. The ideal cooking temperature is 350 degrees Fahrenheit. With limited lot space, the fryers are positioned adjacent to one another. The grill is kept separate. The canopies are positioned to provide shade for the workers, but still be away from the hot venting gases from the equipment. Here is the fryer in action. One lion doing the frying and another doing the assembly of the scurry taters or chicken strips. The grill is an integral part of the cooking process. Steaks and hamburgers are the main items cooked on the grill. The cooking surface on the grill is 5 feet long and 3 feet wide. There are doors on both sides of the grill to allow cooking from both sides. Usually, the cooking takes place on one side only unless the demand is high. There are 3 burners, but the center one is seldom used. There is a separate set of operating instructions for the grill. The cooking surface is flat, which makes for more even cooking of the meat. There is a sliding warming tray above the cooking surface. There is also stainless steel shelves on each side of the grill. The grill is fueled by 2 40-pound propane tanks, which are mounted on the tongue of the grill trailer. Steaks cooking on the grill. A very important part of grilling is to check the internal temperature of each piece of meat or hamburger. Hamburgers are cooked to at least 155 degrees Fahrenheit, and the steaks are cooked to at least 145 degrees Fahrenheit to meet the Board of Health requirements. requirements. There is a table behind the grill to keep hot mitts, utensils, paper towels, seasoning, and PAM cooking spray. PAM is sprayed on the cooking grids after each batch to prevent the meat from sticking on the surface. PAM is also used to clean the surface at the end of each shift, leaving it ready to go for the next day. We use Lowry seasoned salt for the seasoning. Usually 2 lions are assigned to the ribbonizing of the potato to create the screw-tater. Each potato is pushed through the machine and the cutter makes the ribbon out of the potato. The potato ribbon is caught in a pie plate. About 1,000 potatoes are cooked during the 9-day balloon event. From the pie plates, the taters head to the fryers. This picture shows another batch of taters ready to be lowered into the hot oil. Taters about ready to be served. Another serving of screwy taters ready for serving. The tater machine is carefully clamped on the stainless steel table to keep it from moving. Note the table is wrapped with plastic to make the cleanup easier. Running the machine is a messy job. The potatoes come in 50-pound boxes with about 70 spuds per box. Note the strap and piece of wood used to sandwich the base of the machine securely to the table. A view from the driver's seat. Note there are 2 buttons to be used to operate the machine. These are a safety item to keep people's fingers out of harm's way of the spinning machine shaft. This is an overall view of the tater process. Note how messy the job can be, so periodic cleaning is a good idea during slow times. There are 4 canopies protecting the workers from the sun. The leg location is marked on the grass, as the canopies are generally taken down and stored each night depending on the weather. The marks on the grass make it much easier to set up each day. Lions are encouraged to sign up for multiple days via Sign Up Genius. Some nights are not as busy as others. The weather plays a huge part on the size of the crowd and whether the balloons will fly. Shifts run between 4:30 and 8:30 p.m. Usually food cooking is completed before 7:45 p.m. to allow for some cleanup before dark. The setup crew starts at 2:30 p.m. It can take several hours depending on the canopy setup. All deliveries need to be completed by 3 o'clock p.m. with all vehicles off the balloon field by that time. Food needs to be ready to be served between 4:30 and 5 o'clock p.m. Sign up often as help is needed every day. While the tater crew is one of the easier jobs, Lions should become familiar with all the jobs to help with high demand nights and to give breaks for those working around the hot equipment, namely the grills and fryers. The setup crew responsibilities include the following: setting up the 4 canopies, receiving food deliveries, setting up the wash station, setting up the drink station and adding ice and drinks as necessary, and setting up the condiment table at the front of the concession trailer. It's also important to get the menu board and other signage put in place as people check out the food stands early. There's a lot of prep work inside the concession trailer each day, as well as cleanup at the end of the day. There is a separate set of instructions for operating the inside of the concession trailer. Permits are required to operate the concession stand. We are subject to inspection by the State of Iowa Public Health Department. Usually the inspector pays us a visit on the first night of operation. We take food safety very seriously by observing proper cooking temperatures, wearing gloves for those handling food, hand washing station, dish cleaning station, and other logical steps to make our operation safe for the public and our workers. Each lot at the concession area at the balloon field is laid out with white paint. Lots are separated with a green space to allow access by emergency personnel in case of a problem. The green spaces are to be kept clear of obstacles. Each lot varies in size based on linear feet utilized. Rental agreements indicate the requested lot size, are prepared well in advance of the event, usually in February. The lot rental includes the electrical hookup, a water source, waste oil container for disposal of cooking oil, and central trash containers. All concession equipment must be removed by noon the day following the end of the event. A lot of help is needed to clean up the site and ready the trailers and grill for transport. Operating the concession stand at the National Balloon Classic is a huge moneymaker for the club. We wouldn't be able to make the donations to the charitable organizations we support and not be able to help people locally and internationally following our motto, "We serve." Thanks for watching.